guys, welcome back. So I hope you've been keeping up with my bridal talk. I hope you've been enjoying these videos. I hope they've been blessing you and helping you. Today we're talking about venues. How to find your venue. What is your perfect venue? Well, I can tell you. No, I can't. I can only guide you. I can only advise you. In this video, there's just going to be simple tips of how to choose a venue, and also the hidden scams and the hidden things that obviously businesses need, but sometimes can, you know, be not good for the person that's not aware or not conscious of how to plan a wedding or not wedding orientated. Real bridal talk right here today. So if you want to know what these are and what the scams are, stay tuned and watch this video, because I guarantee I can share some things and maybe you haven't been told. Let's get started. Number one, tips for choosing a venue. You heard me say it before in the previous video. Pinterest. Use Pinterest, or create a collage or something like that that's sort of inspiration for what you want for your wedding day. How do you want it to go? What's your view? What's your image? What does it look like to you? What is this? What is it? What is it? You want to choose the right photos, you want to choose the things, and then when you're walking around your venue you can tell whether this is what you want. Is there a type of style you want, whether it's royal, country, just plain, no shenanigans, just simple? What is your identity, your wedding identity? Figure that out. 2, visit all types of venues, whether it's a castle or a barn. Like, try going out of your comfort zone, because you never know, you could be surprised and you might fall in love with it. So once you've narrowed it down of trying all different styles, you'll aim to find the one that you actually want. Number 3, stay within your budget. Unless you can go over, then by all means, you go over it, girl. But if not, stay within your budget and visit ones that are within your budget. I'm guilty of this. I went to a venue, didn't know the budgets, didn't know the pricings, I just loved the way it looked. Got there, visited it, walked around it, fell in love with it. Got to the end, she added everything up, she was on her little laptop like, that's what you want? Okay, I can add that on. Yeah, okay. So with all of your costs, that would be about 33,000. And I was like, excuse me, what? 33. There was deers running through the field. I was like, wow, I'm like in Snow White, Disney or something. Don't be fooled, okay? Just make sure you do your research, because I didn't do this, and check how much the pricings cost before you visit the venue. If you can afford it, do it. If you can't afford it, don't go. It's that simple. Number 4, walk around the entire place and look in the places that you wouldn't usually look. You look specifically at the bars, whether it's clean and whether the staff is kind. Look at little things that you think, this is going to be a perfect day. Bring a notepad with you on your walk around so you can write down what you like and what you don't like, because sometimes that can give you a vision of what works for you and what doesn't. And then sometimes it could be, well, this venue I only disliked one thing, but this venue I disliked 4 or 5 things, and then you'll be able to discern which venue is for you. Don't just do it because of budget. Don't just go, oh, we'll just settle for this one and try and make it our own. If that's not what you want, and I understand and I empathise if you haven't got the money, because we didn't necessarily have the money, I'm just being honest. We didn't have a lot of money to fork out something crazy like 50-60 grand's worth of wedding. And do it up, and if you do, just don't settle, because I guarantee, like, there is a venue out there that is within your price range that you will love. We said at one point, let's just go for this venue because our wedding's within the next 3 months, and we were just about to settle, and then my sister recommended somewhere in Cranley, and she literally, I'm so grateful that she said this, because honestly it was perfect. Don't stay within your location, because sometimes what you want isn't within your location, but people can afford to come out to you. Number 5, listen to your heart, not the people there. The people there are going to sell it to you as much as they can because they get commission and they get the money too. That's their job, to sell it to you. Their job, I don't shame their job, that is their job, and if I was there in their position, I would do the same thing because it's the whole point of a job. We had champagne, we had wine, we had bread, we had biscuits, we had tea, we had so many different music, we had so many different things that people try and use as a tactic to kind of help you fall in love with this place. And just trust your instincts that I don't really like it that much. Sometimes you can be wooed by all the things that they offer and their kindness and their generosity, which is brilliant that they have that, but sometimes they have an ulterior motive. So just be aware of them mini scams in a way. Let's be real. You probably didn't want the venue, but you probably wanted the champagne and the biscuits and the tea. Come on. If your place that you're visiting right now gives you joy and you think everything is perfect, there's not one thing I would change, or even if there was one thing you changed, think, oh, it's okay, I can adapt it a little bit. Follow that and don't look at any more venues. Stick with the one you've got. Number 6, bring your family members and friends to the venue. Sometimes it's good to have a second opinion of this venue. Sometimes it's good to involve your family and your friends so they feel more welcomed into your bridal organisation. So we brought Aaron's side of the family to the venue and all of them loved it, and we knew at that point like we'd made the right decision. We brought my family too to the venue and they loved it, so we knew that this was the right venue for us because our guests would enjoy it. The Bible says that there's wisdom in many counselors. There is wisdom in bringing other people to the venue just so you know that you're not getting caught in anything, or that the budget might be too high for you and maybe you should just come down and look elsewhere. Like, there might be some wisdom in what your family and friends are saying if they're not too sure on it. So just take in what they have to say, and if they don't have anything bad to say, you know this is the one, hun. 7, find a venue that has access to parking or hotels, or is nearby, like taxis, and it's available to everyone. We did not have Uber where we were, okay, which I guess were like freaking out because we didn't have Uber. We had our wedding planner so that they wrote down the number by the bar so our guests would be able to see like where the taxis are. Choose a location that you have easy access to, that won't have traffic, that you don't have to go on the motorway for. Like, there's different routes so that you can't get held up at anywhere, or choose a hotel near your venue so you won't have these issues on the actual day. Lastly, where you think your guests would love and enjoy, whether it's the drink, the food, like look at the menu, look at the spacing, is it going to fit enough people? Toilets, what are they like? Listen, toilets are important, okay? Make sure you check out the toilets. I did it the first thing I got there. I was like, I just need to go to the blue. Can it be pleasing to your guests? Are they going to enjoy it here? Is there enough space? Where's the top table going to go? All the different types of tables, can they fit? I think you're not just choosing a venue that's on a main road that you're going to have near a pub or somewhere like that that's going to potentially ruin your day. Look at the surroundings of the venues for the guests, that they might, you know, feel more comfortable parking at the venue that's secluded just to the venue. Look at the menu. We did a food test, so I hope that your venue offers you food tests and taste tests, which most of them I think do. We kept all our options open for all of our family. We thought about their food and their preferences. So make sure you're considerate of the venue that you're choosing, and make sure your venue is actually considerate of you. So just be aware of what type of managers you have and the staff there and what they're like. But that's the last thing that I would recommend, is just examining the whole venue entirely for your guests, imagining you're a guest coming into the wedding, whether you would like it or not. That brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this is helping, because trust me, it would have helped me if someone had told me. Hope you had a good day. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you fancy subscribing, y'all know what to do, so do it. Thanks guys for watching. Bye.